final two bring us as we're off in Week 9. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They will start this drive with 4. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's go,
well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Switch. Lock it. Big gap. Check. Crunch. Bravo. Check. Fresno. Yes.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Squeeze, get in there. You got tight right there. Alpha. Mike 54. Man, that's trash. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Wild Bill.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Hey, come on up. Dog. Check safety. Leo, slam. Deuce, block. Jim.
Now Angelo to throw. Operating from the gun. He's going to air one. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down, Browns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're running it. Stop. Motion. Check. Shift. 40's Mike. Yep. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Chopper. Check Mike 40. Yep. Check. Hey, 40's Mike. Yeah.
Angelo now. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
On 1st down, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Rose. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You're not ready. Mike's 50. Go. Go, Mike 50. Hey. Check. Hey, Sam off.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
80 weapon, 80 weapon.
Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now Angelo to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 31, Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4. The Broncos send out their punter now. After 1, it's 9-0. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 90, pull. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Ready.
On 1st down, Ford. And an alley to run. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
On the set. Check 55. Check back. Slap. Protein spill. Fire.
On third down, it's Rose. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Here's Angelo throwing on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike 40. Time to go right now. 20 on. Check 25.
Angelo operating from the gun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Let's go now. 17. Yes!
They'll run on 1st down. It's 4th, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 on 1st down, It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out. 66. Bullet high. Switch.
This is Ford. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down.
Okay, ready? Mark 54. You must be high 7. Let's go. Hey, watch it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the let's go.
Now Angelo to throw from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check right now. Right 54. Focus, defense, focus. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Why? Who? Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got it. Mike's 5 more. Ready, go.
Angelo now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From the 30 on second down, Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, it's Rose. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Lock it. 36. Check 36. Go.
Now Angelo on 1st and 10. Making the catch is Sternberger. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Angelo on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's not going to get me. Shift.
Now a give, right side. Rose. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. On first down. It's Rose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Break. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And it's second down.
He was covered by Denzel.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to him on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
2 times. 3 times.
They'll try the left side. Weeks. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From midfield, here's Locke. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hey, zoom.
Locke now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Blue draw quarter. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
first down. Ford.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check it out, Reed. Smart. Mike 5-4. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 3.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 22. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hit it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there.
60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64, weak. Joker. Ready?
On 2nd down now, Weeks. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 24. Check 24. Tighten up.
They run with Ford. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Charlie.
Angelo to throw on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. You're out. Check 3. Ready.
Now Angelo to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Ready. 6 orange. Motion. 89. Watch 89. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Angelo now throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 23. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make...
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now Angelo. From the gun, he'll throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's 4th. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand.
Let's go. Ready. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 80 weapon. 80 set. Go.
Now a give right side. 4. Finding room inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Draw play to Ford. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. This is more where it came from.
You see it. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Hard. Check.
Here's Angelo throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Spud.
On 3rd down, block. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Again, they turn to 4th, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hatch it. Hatch it. Lock it. Check 24. Check 24. Ready, go.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Squeeze, get in there.
Angelo throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Set. 60 yards. 50. I got you. Get it.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here we go. Go. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Rock it. Come on, QB, come on. He's checking. Hey, Alpha. Crash. Check. Hit it.
To throw it is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That's taken in by Callaway. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Antonio Callaway. Out of bounds at his own 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
2nd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Ready, go.
Now Angelo to throw. Operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Angelo now on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their